Match number 12 of CPL 2020 shall feature the Guyana Amazon Warriors against the Jamaica Talawas. Quite the thriller the last time these two teams met. So let's build our fantasy team with the expert opinion of Darren Ganga. I'm Ronu Kapoor on my 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo. Right, let's get into our pro tip then, and it features a point that you would have noticed in the last game that these two teams played against each other, where the Warriors managed to defend the lowest ever total in CPL history successfully. And the pro tip suggests that because the last encounter between these two teams was a low scorer, expect the spinners to do well this time around too. Don't leave out the big hitters though, they will feature in our team, but we're going to be backing out the spinners, including Imran Tahir, quite strongly. Thoughts on that, Darren Ganga?
I agree with you completely. What I'd also like to say is Chris Green, he's not been very open about the state of his batting in his Guyana Amazon Warriors team. I think from the 10 matches that we've seen, and the matches particularly with the Warriors, you can tell that their bowling is more informed than the batting. Take nothing away from the team on paper. They haven't been able to deliver consistency with the bat, and that's the real issue, I would think, for the Warriors.
All right, let's go to our team then. Before that, quick reminder on the My 11 Circle Fantasy app, 100 credits for every user to pick their fantasy team. 4 categories of players to choose from: batsmen, bowlers, wicket keepers, and all-rounders. Every player's individual credit value listed right there on the app. And you can pick a maximum of 7 players from one team in any matchup. Let's go to our recommendations and our top picks. Our captain choice will be Imran Tahir. We know that we recommended him the last time as well. And Tahir did end up with a 3-4 against the St. Lucia Zouk. So do not leave out someone like Imran Tahir. You could back the veteran leg spinner to even give you those much-needed breakthroughs in addition to bamboozling the Talawas batsmen. Our vice-captain choice is going to be Nicholas Pooran. We saw the very best of Nicholas Pooran and why he's rated so highly across the international circuit in cricket. He scored a belligerent 68 of 47 against the Zouks after having what was a slowish start to CPL 2020. So now that he has found his mojo, expect Nicholas Pooran to feature big time, and therefore our vice-captain choice. Captain gives you double the points, vice-captain 1.5 times the points, so pick them very carefully. Right, in our top picks, Andre Russell features. We did say in our pro tip that we shouldn't leave the big hitters out. Russell did score a 52 of 37 in a tricky service, in a closely fought contest. We're not going to ignore the likes of Russell for this one. Mujibur Rahman features. We did say back spinners in our pro tip, and the mystery spinner from Afghanistan has been too hot to handle on more than one occasion already in this year's CPL. Shimron Hetmyer, who opened the tournament with an unbeaten 63 from 44 against a strong Knight Riders attack, is someone who we're going to back too. He also followed that up with the 71 against the Patriots. He's had 2 low scores since, so we're backing Hetmyer and his law of averages to go back to the way he started this year's tournament with. Tahir, our captain choice, Pooran, our vice-captain, and Russell, Mujib, and Hetmyer as our top picks. Darren Ganga, thoughts?
I wouldn't question any of those because we've seen individual brilliance from these guys. They've all shown that they are very impactful players in their respective teams. We're hoping that they can find the consistency because it's been very entertaining to watch, and more particularly Nicholas Pooran coming into form. I think that lockdown that he's experienced is going to make him a lot more hungry in terms of wanting to do much more with the bat for the Warriors.
All right, moving to our value picks, a couple of batsmen from the Talawas feature, starting with Glenn Phillips. He was among the top 5 run getters last season, and this year he started fairly impressively. Scores of 44 of 29 against the Zouks and 58 of 42 against the Knight Riders. So pick him in your side and cash in on the red-hot form that Glenn Phillips is displaying in CPL 2020. Asif Ali features as well. The middle-order batsman has proved he can deliver in crunch situations. Expect this one to be a close one too. He scored an unbeaten 47, including a couple of 4s in the last over to steer his side to victory in the first game, and then a 22 in the second match. So Asif Ali and Glenn Phillips in our value picks. Rounding up that team, Glenn Phillips and Nicholas Pooran as keeper options. Pooran is also our recommended vice-captain. Brandon King, Shimron Hetmyer, Ross Taylor and Asif Ali in the pure batsman categories. Russell, Brathwaite and Keemo Paul among the all-rounders. Mujibur Rahman and Imran Tahir are 2 spinners that we're going to pick for sure, and we're even backing Imran Tahir to be a strong captain choice. Thoughts on that, Darren, and any more suggestions that you'd like to throw in?
Well, staying with consistency and the pro tip that we gave about spinners being effective, I question Carlos Brathwaite in that lineup. Hasn't really looked an informed Carlos Brathwaite with ball or bat. So I would think a better option will be Sandeep Lamachani because he's already picked up 4 wickets. We know that the oval pitch will be good for batting. I think pace off the ball, the mere fact that he can spin the ball, he's got variation. He's been a part of the Barbados Tridents in 2019 that won the championship. He's bowling in tandem with Mujib. That will only add to his probability of success. So I would think Lamachani will be a good pick in your fantasy team.
If you are following the theme of Darren Ganga getting these alternate suggestions right, I would strongly recommend you find a place for Sandeep Lamachani in your My 11 Circle fantasy team. Many thanks to Darren. Plenty more from him coming up as the Hero CPL moves on. And we'll give you more data and analysis and expert opinion to help you pick your fantasy team on My 11 Circle Fantasy Pick on ESPN Cricinfo.